We're back with more Fallout New Vegas though, hey? So doesn't that sound good? If you don't want to go back to sleep, but you're feeling a little tired, one of the best things to do, and I'm speaking from experience right here, one of the best things to do is to just get out of bed. Just get out of that bed. How did someone come up with Shrek is life? Love, Shrek is life. Shrek is life, Shrek is love. How did someone come up with that shit? I don't know if you've seen it. It's pretty fucking weird. Like, it's funny, but like, who was like, you know what? This is the story I'm making. Because that had to come into someone's brain at some point. Any story that you ever hear at some point was just in someone's head. It was just in there somewhere. And then they put it on paper. Like, it didn't just magically appear.
You'd have to be the meanest, toughest, roughest bastard in the wasteland to have any chance against them, and I don't think that's you.
I'm just, like, a little confused, right? Because supposedly I don't look like the roughest, toughest he's ever seen. What about this does not look like the roughest, toughest guy he's ever seen? Huh? Tell me. What about this doesn't look like the roughest and toughest? This that's the face of confidence right there. That's the face of saying, hey, I can do this. Oh, I think this is the guy I'm supposed to kill.
You just walked into the wrong camp, my friend.
Oh.
Hand over everything you've got.
Oh, sorry. Goodbye.
Letting you just...
Over here! They killed him! They killed him! They killed him!
They killed him! Every time, one shot, every single one of them, and after every single one, they killed him. Hey, it's Reptar from the Rugrats. Well, nighty night. All right, goodbye.
Nope, not going to be that easy.
Oh Jesus! Oh shit! Oh, 360 no scope.
That was a hell of a fight.
I'm not even gonna give me a discount, even though like people love me. We love this man. He's got such a big heart. Yeah, it's not the only thing bloody big, eh? Yeah, bloody boom. Ah! Get the fuck out of here. I think. Ah! Oh fuck!
Trouble is, I need a Deathclaw egg. Kinda obvious, I suppose.
Cool. I'll see you later. Dude,
I hope they don't close the quarry.
that girl's
I need
fucking,
the money.
she's crazy, bro. Oh, I don't like this. It feels so eerie, and I don't like it. Like, my chest is telling me no. Like my whole body is like, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. So, love this game for the vibe that it can do this. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, there's two of them. They're gaining on me. Ah! It's fun. It's a fun one. It's Neil's shack. Had to get myself a milkshake. Whoa! What the fuck?
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back.
Did you see the way he ran out there? He's like a fucking Olympian. Jesus.
Profit.
He's
And this
really
you should be
reminding me of
broadcasting her
Bio
truth,
Freaks.
not Marcus.
I like Neil. Neil's cool. He's got a very smooth voice. And, you ever seen that video of the dude with the spoon? And he just, like, runs after that guy. And he has the spoon. This is the ideal ideal male body. You may not like it, but it's what peak performance looks like. Yeah, Neil. Or the horribly slow murder with an extremely insufficient weapon. Yeah, I think that seems like it. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Who the fuck are you? Oh, are they Legion?
The Kaisar has marked you for death, and the Legion obeys.
Fuck! Oh, hey, dudes. Yo, look at that fedora. Yo, what's going on, Fedora the Explorer?
Need anything?
How old are
What may I
you?
do for you?
Are you like 40s or are you 70s? What are you? What are you? Who are you?
The name's Hostetler, Don Hostetler. Can I help you with something?
Who are you?
I already told you I'm Don Hostetler.
Oh, okay. Who are you?
I already told you I'm Don Hostetler.
Oh, okay. Wait, who are you?
I already told you.
All right, is there any work?
You know, hiring isn't really my department. You should talk to Miss McLafferty about work for hire.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, I should be talking to Lafferty. Yeah, you
Need
Lafferty?
anything?
Yeah, who are you?
I already told you I'm Don Hostetler.
Oh, sorry. I thought you was Lafferty. What are you eating? What are you eating? What are you... Shit. My mouse has a double click button on it, which basically if you press it, it just double clicks for you. And that's how I get through that menu so quick. If I hold it down, it just like rapids it. So if you're thinking like, Ethan's got a fucking fast finger. No, 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 I don't. Gee, damn, and here I was thinking the ladies would love you. Are you proud of that one? What would your mum think? Huh? I hope you're proud of that one. I am. To be honest, I thought of the same thing and then I'm like, I'm not saying that shit. I bet you don't feel so good about it now that you've heard that I was thinking about it. Yeah. A joke that Ethan would make? How did you stoop so low?
Lastly, if you hear about the health advisory that aired on Channel 6 recently, say, silly old advice.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that. Could you repeat it? I'm sorry. While Sunset Sarsaparilla is perfectly safe, a recent independent study, whose validity is currently being challenged, revealed the following. Excessive ingestion of sarsaparilla can lead to deleterious effects, including, but not limited to, kidney damage, nausea,
All right.
digital numbness, anxiety, loss of visual acuity, dizziness, occasional nosebleeds,
Oh, it's just occasional.
joint inflammation,
Oh, it's fine.
tooth decay,
Wait, what?
sore throat,
Oh, okay.
bronchitis,
Huh?
organ rupture, and halitosis. Note that you'd have to drink a heap of Sunset Sarsaparilla to match the quantities used in the study. How much, you ask? A lot. A whole hell of a lot. In fact, you'd have to get full as a tick on Sunset Sarsaparilla to even come close. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, partner, and keep drinking Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Okay. It's the beat.
Hello there. I almost took you for a raider out here. Name's Malcolm.
Hello, Malcolm.
Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and screw
Could you
this.
imagine?
Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you
He
straight.
just saw me
been
standing there
following
for
you
like
for a
7
good
hours and he's like, I'm gonna go speak to that guy. Why were you following me? Don't follow me. Why are you following me?
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
Oh, fuck's sake. So he saw me inside the sarsaparilla machine talking to Festus all about the caps, and then he saw me walk around the whole building, kill everything in there, and down 50 sarsaparilla bottles, deposit them, walk out, stand around for 8 hours. And then he was like, hey, I don't think you know what you've got your hands on there. What's this guy doing? Oh, go on. What's so special about
There's
him?
an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star.
Usually you
on
meet him in the
them, tell
wasteland, so
those
this is
are
kind
the
of
key to
awkward.
that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
Yeah. How do I find more of these caps?
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow new bottles keep appearing in the machines. Some say it's old Festus that does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception.
Wouldn't that actually be kind of cool if Festus was like a living being, but he just kind of like doesn't, but he's like a living robot that does move around in the night and like fills up machines, but you just never know. Wouldn't that be super cool? Oh, that'd be rad. Right. So you collecting these caps too?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
Personally, I'm just like having an okay day, thinking about my thinking about myself, my sexy legs. Ooh, these legs, so sexy. Ooh, yeah. Supposedly it's like the lower on the leg you get, the less acceptable it is to find it attractive. You know, like people are like, ooh, the thighs. And then people are like, no one's really into the knees. And then you go down and people are like, who's into the calf? And then it's like, okay, right, now who's into the feet? You know, I mean, obviously there are, but people just don't like it. I don't know what it is about feet that people like, but hey, if that's what you like, that's what you like. I'm not gonna yuck your yum. Using electricity is against the word of God, and that you're creating a sin every time you turn on your toaster. So there you go. Maybe that's something to think about, huh? I don't know if they're like playing some game or if she somehow aggroed him, because he's got his fists up. She's fleeing.
Reach for the sky, lady.
My god, the dude fucking one-shot everyone. He just one-tapped
Nothing to
them.
worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
These guys aren't dead, are they? Medicine. Examine the body. A sturdy-looking body reveals that the thug is still alive, but pretending to be dead. No idea. Make honest men out of them. Make honest men out of them. Oh, you're gonna fucking pretend to be dead then? Well, why don't you actually do it? Boom! Yeah, I think it's despicable to pretend to be dead. And anyone that does it, whether they're acting in an acting thing, or a film, or on a radio show, or in a book, playing a character, or just doing it for a laugh, I think you fucking go through with it, honestly. It's disgusting that you would pretend. I don't condone killing yourself, by the way. just to put that one out there. Pretending's just fine.
I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
Drop your pants right now. I need to see if your asshole's open or not. What's that gonna tell you? Don't worry what it's gonna tell me, okay? I'll figure out what that's gonna tell me. You just need to drop the pants. Okay, if it's gonna help you find the killer, I guess. I don't know what's going on here. Hey, the king said. I'm going, see ya. Razor? No, I'm good. If it was a scooter, though, I would have taken that instantly. You kidding me? Rolling around the wasteland on a Razor scooter doing 360 flips and grinds? Oh my shit. Holy shit. I would have done that one where what the kids do, you know, where they like jump and then they spin the bottom of the scooter around the pole and then they jump back on it, you know? I would have done one of them. But actually, usually what happens is you spin the bottom of the scooter and then your feet land and then the scooter comes around and it smacks you right in the ankle. Right where like the ankle like pops out, like the little ball bit on your ankle pops out. It hits you there. Like, oh, fuck. Oh. I would actually really like to see a Fallout game that deals with the issues of like the wasteland has gotten to the point where they are working like sort of together. Like a lot of things are working together and things are like semi rebuilt. You know, they're still getting a society together, but with all the new things. So people are kind of like working together, like all together to deal with the bigger issues like death claws and stuff. But there's still different issues going on in society, like trafficking and still, you know, like people still not accepting each other, but it's still mostly like a half-built city and all that, and then some wasteland. I know it's like not very Fallout-y, but like I think it'd be interesting to see a game that's set in this world, but like even further into the future, seeing like everything trying to work together and like make a society again. Because we live in a society. If I stare at him, will he get really mad at me? You know, the thing about that Rob Thomas Santana collab, I mean, people talk about it sometimes, but I gotta say, I think it's a hot one. I think it's a hot one. It's like, that song's nearly as hot as if you were like 7 inches from a midday sun. I gotta say, I don't know what it is about that song, but it's... That song is smooth. Like, literally, that song is smooth. You talk about, up-and-coming music, and every episode you just talk about Santana. So, yeah, there's a new music song coming up in the charts recently. You may have heard it. Let's play a clip from it. Man, it's a hot one. Chaz, how comes every fucking episode, how come every fucking episode, you just talk about the same song? What are you talking about? I'm talking about new up-and-coming songs every single time. I can't help it if this one's still up-and-coming. Jesus. Why does everyone have a podcast nowadays? How comes you go down to your doctor's office and you just go like, hey doc, I'd like to get my my lungs checked or some shit, I don't know. And he's like, okay, cool. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get you penciled in, but while you're waiting, why don't you check out my my fucking doctor's podcast that I do with my night nurse. Yeah, we talk about the new strains that come out, and sometimes we make a little joke because we think we're funny. You're like, oh, all right, shut the fuck up, doc. I don't need to hear your fucking life story on a podcast. Then you go over to your dentist because your teeth are a bit weird, and you're like, I think one of them's a bit more sensitive than the other. I don't know why. I've been brushing them every night, but it feels weird for some reason. I don't know what's going to happen. And then your dentist is like, yeah, we can fix that. But while we're fixing that, do you want to listen to my podcast? And he puts the fucking headphones on. You're like, doc, get the fucking headphones on me. I want to listen to your podcast. Talking about fucking removing wisdom's teeth every 2 episodes. Like, I don't give a shit about how hard it is to remove a wisdom teeth. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, you go down to the pharmacy, and the pharmacy's like, hey, you want to listen to my podcast? Like, no, motherfucker, I just want some Calpol. What the fuck you trying to sell me here? And he's like, oh, well, you can get my fucking podcast about how many pills or too many pills. We talk about pills, even though we're part of the fucking market that buys and sells pills. We're still thinking there's too many fucking pills. What the fuck's pills going on here? Like, I don't fucking give a shit about your pharmacy podcast. Then you go down to the fucking shop, and you go to the shop, and you're like, hey, I want to buy some milk. And they're like, hey, you want to listen to my milk podcast? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you want to fucking milk podcast? Because I don't want to fucking listen to your milk podcast. But you just talk about the new fucking kinds of milk that come out? How many brands of milk are coming out fucking every single day? Well, you think there's like 17 brands of different milk coming out every day? No, I don't think so. There's like 2 freaking brands of milk, and then the rest just get thrown into the landslide. No one's buying more than 1 liter of milk anyway. Who's testing out all this milk? And then you go on YouTube and you watch your favorite YouTuber, and he's like, oh, you want to listen to my podcast where I talk about fucking nothing? You're like, yeah, goddamn, I do. I'll listen to that on the way to work. Thank you. I'm not insulted at all, matey. That's it, Chaz. If you're going to get fucking insulted, I think you should be... You need to calm down, sir. You act like this in front of your kids? Getting mad about what a bald man says on the internet? I have a very specific set of skills. I know how to eat cake and shit it right out. I know those are my skills. You know, it's an input-output system. I'm very specific. Is that a fucking cheesecake? Get it out of here, or I only eat carrot. I'll be a little bit more open. I work in a hotel. I don't like people knowing. I don't like people knowing that kind of shit sometimes. I'm just weird about it. I don't know why. My brain's like, don't fucking say shit, bro. All the time. Like someone's about to come and smack me around the head when they find out where I am. He seems like one of the celebrities that would be super chill if you met him, as long as you didn't push the line. If you just said, hey Jack, man, really like your music, thanks for making it, can I get a pic? He'd probably be like, yeah bro, let's do it. You know, he'd probably be super chill. He wouldn't mind. I have been looking to make a trip to the UK from the US. And strangle that worker, you got me. Oh, that one. Yeah, I've still got that. I've still got them all. I still got everything. Even like pictures people used to send me and stuff. I wish I could play smooth. I'm not that great on a guitar. Man, it's a hot one. Think I just shat my pants in the sun. Because it's hot, the smell is rising. Because it's hot, the smell is rising. And it's not fun. Because it came out real smooth. Do-do-do. Nah, that ain't good. Came out like peanut butter. With corn instead of the nuts, yeah. Stop it. It's not funny. So do you actually think Smooth was originally about pooping your pants? Peanut butter smooth is your drawer in your drawers? No. That would be fucking great though, wouldn't it? What is it like when everybody was afraid to tell Rob Thomas that it was a bad idea, and then at the last minute they changed it? Yeah, but he was really dejected when he did it. So the music was still like bum 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 bum, and it goes, man, it's a hot one. The way he's saying he's just lyrics to change. You think so? You think he's really happy about it? And if you said it's going up my back, it's probably just low pants showing my crack. I'll wipe my own ass. I wish that was a lyric in just any song. Like the person who wrote it suggests that someone else is trying to wipe their ass, and they're like, fucking stop it, I'll do it myself. Who's Carol? Is that what his name is? Is his name Carol Santana? Oh, it's Carlos. It's what you're saying. Well, it was like Santana's wife or something. I don't know. Carlos Santana. What if Santana's real name was Suntana, but everyone was like, so do you go to the beach a lot, or like why is your name Suntana? And he's like, so he changed it to Santana. What if? Ooh. Yeah, what if, Ethan? I think parodies are super fun. Parodies are fun. Because, do you know what? It's the kind of thing that, like, I do in my car, right? I'll have a song on in the car, and I'll be listening to it. It doesn't matter whether it's a song I like or not. But actually, if it's in my car, I like it. I don't listen to shit I don't like. I just have everything I like in a Spotify list, and I just shuffle it. And I'll just be listening to stuff, and I'll just start taking the piss out of the lyrics and like changing them. But the thing is, like, if I'm ever in my mum's car, and we're listening to her music, it's like a grab bag of whether I like it or not. And whether I like it or not, I'll still take the fucking piss out of it. And she hates it. She absolutely hates it. But I'm having a ball. I think it's funny as. I love it. It gets to the point sometimes where she just starts changing tracks. She's like, you're not allowed to have fun, and she'll just start changing tracks. She's like, do you know what? Fuck you. If you're not gonna listen to it as it is or sing it as it is, then I'm fucking changing the track. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm just trying to have fun here. I'm not trying to diss the song. I just like talking about random stupid shit. Since I was a little kid, I did parodies with my mum. She was so into it. She literally showed me how. What kind of parodies? You put the soup in, then you take the soup out. Now the soup's hot and you put it in your mouth and you go, ow! Because my mouth really burned. Yeah, it's too hot, man. I motherfucking learned. Yeah, I motherfucking... It's like, oh, a good song. It's an absolutely fine song for a child to sing. And then you get to the part where I motherfucking learned. Soup hot, yeah? Motherfucking learned. You're in school. And the teacher's like, who wants to take part in music? Me? Oh, yeah? You know any good songs? You put the soup in your mouth and it's way too hot. Then you go when you realize that it's too hot because I motherfucking learned. The teacher's a bitch. I learned. And she goes, where did you learn that? And you go, my mom. And then your mom comes in and she's like, yeah, I didn't put the part in about the teacher being a bitch. That wasn't me. Like, I taught him about the motherfucking learn. I didn't teach him the teacher's a bitch bit. That's not a part of the original. But I'll tell you what, he took creative license with it, and I'm proud of my boy. Parody just needs to be fun. I don't think it needs to have a great fucking meaning behind it, but then each to their own, man. I don't give a shit what the fuck it said, what I'm saying, as long as I'm enjoying saying it. I'm not trying to make stuff that's fucking... I'm not trying to make a parody song that makes you go like, oh yeah, the music industry really is fucked up. No, I'm just trying to make a fucking weird-ass joke. That's it. I got one mission here. There is too much art that tries to push other art. It's like trying to push a message. You ever thought about fucking, like, I don't know, maybe having a TV show or a film that ends and people go, what did we learn? You learned nothing. It's not about learning something. You just take a moment to enjoy life. That's it. Not everything needs to be a lesson. Like, come on. I'm not having a go at you. I'm having a go at, like, general. Like, people always think, like, everything has to have some kind of lesson to it. Like, no. You don't need to tell, like, some 45-year-old watching your film that killing people's bad. Just make a fucking film. It's about how free speech is so important. And if you want to insult someone, you can just do it. See, I mean, but that's a mixed topic, right? That's a mixed topic. Because there's a lot of people that believe insults aren't needed in the modern day world. There's a lot of people that think, like, basically, if you're insulting someone, then you shouldn't say anything at all. And then there's some people that believe in criticism and constructiveness about that, right? So it depends on how you believe on it. Do you think that, you know...
The Kaisar has marked you for death.
Great, I don't fucking care. Do you believe that constructive criticism can be... Or do you believe criticism can be constructive? And it depends on also how much you're insulting someone. I mean, there's so much variance. I mean, you could be the person that goes like, yeah, insults are fine. You can insult someone all day, all you want. And then someone could come up to you and just start running around and poking you and calling you a piece of shit, piece of shit, piece of shit, piece of shit every single day. Piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. And then you go, well, I believe in freedom of speech, so you can say that. And then they come back the next day, piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. And you go, why am I a piece of shit? And they go, you're just a piece of shit, piece of shit, piece of shit. And then eventually that's going to wear down on you, and your opinion on that's probably going to change a bit from, oh, well, can you stop saying that? But at that point, you're stopping someone from freedom of speech. So, you know? But I do believe in constructive criticism. And I also believe that people should be able to say what they want. There's a line, though, isn't there? There's always a line. There's always a line. Don't say this. Do say that. At one point, you say, well, you can say anything you want. And then people go, well, no, you can't say anything you want, because if you say this, then it's bad. And it's like, what's considered What's considered bad, good, what's considered bad. See, the issue is, as soon as you argue the point that you can go like, well, everyone should be allowed to say anything they want, well, then people go, well, should people be allowed to say this? And you go, yes, people should be allowed to say it, but I don't agree with it. And they go, well, that's not nice. They shouldn't be saying that. And you're like, well, I just told you, I don't agree with it, but they should be allowed to say it. And it's like, well, then it's wrong then. It's like, what the fuck? Do you not get what I'm saying? I can agree that someone can say something without agreeing that their statement is true or that I find it factual. It's literally an argument I have had so many times that people just don't understand where I'm coming from. So. Calling someone fat is constructive. They will probably diet and not die at a young age. I mean, have you heard about the way they do it in Japan? They just come up to you and poke you in the tummy. And that's enough to pressure you, peer pressure you. Because you're like, I don't like getting poked in the stomach all the fucking time, so I'm going to go on a diet. This is fucking weird. I don't care for this. Freedom of speech. Sure, I also believe in the FBI, the female body inspector. Freedom of speech.